world. The morning show is here, live in, you guessed it, Paris. Karen Lesowitz, Mitch Dyer, Eric Jenkins. We are so excited to be here.
We're back.
And we made it.
We're back.
We're back and we're better, you know, for a topical quote here. But first things first, guys. I think we need to don our Paris berets.
Karen's been excited about this. She's
been
got
a
berets.
conversation
We talked
for a
about this
little
for a
bit
while
now,
yesterday.
and this is probably good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so
All right.
excited. Look.
Karen does have a preference on color.
I do. And I'll hold it against you resentfully, quietly.
I
if
do
you
too.
pick it.
I also have a preference.
Okay,
This
so
is
Mitch,
great. So I get to pick
Mitch.
first?
Nick goes
Mitch
first.
gets to pick.
You know,
He knows what color.
I don't like
Wait,
that Eric
Mitch
has
gets
his
to
choice.
He knows the color I want.
I mean, I definitely
what goes
listen.
with-
Let me break it down.
Yeah.
I don't want red.
But okay, I'm gonna say red is the only. You're the only one that can work the red with the
Yeah,
outfit on.
I
I'm
think
gonna
Eric
be
can
honest.
work red. I really do.
No, he's got like
Listen,
big
take-
shorts.
I'll take red.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Wow.
You know what? I'll be a little bit better
Karen,
than
'cause I
you
know
guys.
You want the black one.
Well,
You did want the
You
black
wanted
one.
the black one.
I don't know if I did.
Oh, you want this one?
No. I pulled the trick on you guys. I either wanted the black or the white.
I knew
And-
that.
Which one did you want?
That's why.
Well-
That's why when Mick said I definitely don't want red, you were like, oof. I think because you were like, I definitely don't
I
want
was
red.
like, I've dodged a bullet.
I think you should
I
get
tried to
red.
play. Can you tell I have brothers? I like tried to
hell
reverse
do you
psychology this because that's what works. All right, here we go, guys.
Oh, great! I look like an idiot.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna wear it.
There we go. You're looking like a chef a little bit. That was
Yeah.
a little
Behind
Boyardee.
chef.
That was a little. Oh, Mitch has got it.
No, I don't think I do.
Well,
Is it over
You don't go. You don't go over. You don't go
yeah,
over
yeah,
the
yeah,
ears.
no. But
Yeah.
see with the hair.
Damn,
though,
I like this.
Does it feel good? How do you feel just more a part of the culture here?
Way different to. Eric's looks amazing. I wish I picked red now.
Yeah, I like how I feel in this thing. I'll tell you that.
It's giving
Yours looks
Butler.
way better.
I feel like the red gives
Nah,
a
I
little
think
like
I'm- I
Ask
think I'm on.
Jeeves, like a Butler vibe
I think I'm
in a
on.
way.
Wow.
Like a chain smoker.
What?
Oh wow.
No, I'm-
Anyway.
Well, yeah,
No,
no.
I'm with you,
I
I'm with
put
you, I'm
I
with
put this
you.
on, and Karen goes,
Yeah.
"He's below me."
Karen goes, I'll take 2 coffees.
I was about to order.
I'll yeah, she's like snapping at
schnitzel
me.
roll.
I was
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
to order
What else we
an
got?
Olipop.
Yeah.
Which
She's
I would
like,
be
yeah.
so
You
excited
look like
to
a
have.
chef's apprentice. You haven't quite got your white cap yet.
I'm a sous chef.
You're a sous chef.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, sous chef, we've got a
Your
lot cooking
suits
up.
as well.
You
What
look
the
good.
fuck
You-
is
you-
going
you-
on with mine?
I'm trying to. I've got the Asics, fit here skirt.
I think you
this
stitched
is
me up.
super fun scored. But guys, we're here. We're powered by Asics, which we're so excited to be here with. We've got our Olipop. We are set, ready to go. We had a super eventful morning as well. Well, I want to know what was your journey like this morning, guys. What's your
Mitch
day
had
like
a hell
been?
of a morning.
Well,
it
Mitch,
seems
you've
like.
been here for a
He
while.
like kicked down the
Yeah.
door, pissed.
I wasn't pissed. I was listening to the fray. I was trying to get a moment.
You were
to
listening
myself.
to How to Save a Life.
I was. That's exactly what I was listening.
Yeah.
Live session, how to save a life, and I thought these guys have some great advice.
And then you
I
picked
need
up
to
the
listen. I need
guitar.
to listen in. No, I woke up early, walked through Eric's bedroom, which is coincidentally the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Which-
but
I was
between
pissed.
between the hours of 10
Yeah.
p.m. and 7 a.m.
Right.
It's exclusively Eric's bedroom, and I
Yes.
broke
Yeah.
the
Anything
and I
goes.
broke the
There's no
anything
kitchen
that's a
rules.
lawless,
You've got no
when it's
rules.
my
it's a
bedroom.
lawless
Yeah.
war zone.
10 p.m.
So I stepped
10
foot,
p.m. You're in the
and I was
kitchen.
like,
You're in my
okay,
room.
I'm in the war zone. And then I went, and then Eric was like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Huh, big day." And he was
Big
like,
day.
"Yeah, really gonna go back to sleep." I thought that's great. So then I had to go to a meeting, so I caught a lime to the meeting. Then
And
had
I
the
saw
meeting.
that. We saw you going to the meeting. Confirmed,
then
he went.
Had a 50-minute lime back through the streets of Paris.
What's a lime for the viewers at
Oh,
home?
it's a bike that you can rent that's motorized, and they're great fun. Great fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Love
learned
them.
they were motorized
Big
the
line
hard way.
guy.
I got on one.
Absolutely think they're great, but going through this like guts of Paris and then trying to kick out to where the stadium was absolute bedlam.
Right.
Yeah.
And first of all, so many cops with guns.
Oh.
So many army guys with guns around the stadium. I'm trying to get through, and the Lime app or the Apple Maps is like, got to go through here, and it's a fucking huge construction site. And I'm like, that's
Like
Not gonna fly.
it's a war zone over here.
go
It's a
through.
war zone.
Yeah.
So the guys with the machine guns are like, no, and I'm like,
Mitch,
well,
Mitch is
protecting
plowing
it
through.
well.
Yeah.
you explain this to Mr. Lime, then so I got to go through.
You're
so then I
getting
got
help.
lost,
Yeah.
and then I found the
They
stadium.
just
Yeah.
shoot out your tires.
Yeah, like, good luck now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you think that would stop me, but I'm determined.
Yeah, but you've been here for a while, Mitch,
Yeah.
right? So you've been here longer than Eric and I. I mean, has that been the case? Have you seen these cops out there? Do you think it's more heavily patrolled with the game starting?
Yeah, it was really heavily patrolled when we first got here because of the opening ceremony. There were cop cars. Like the sound of Paris was the sound of the police cars. Like it was so loud. And then I feel like they've kind of filtered down a little bit, but as you get closer to any stadium, it's super secure. A lot of police, a lot of army escorts, a lot of everything. So that's great. I mean, it's good to feel safe. It's just when you're trying to lime through a construction site, it's not the best. But yeah, got to the stadium this morning, found Chris, found Anderson up at the top of the stadium. Incredible atmosphere.
Yeah, stadium looks huge.
Mate, it is the nicest athletic stadium I've ever seen. I know Chris tweeted
that's a
that.
huge claim.
Is there
Mate, get
a
in there.
semblance behind the purple? I know the
All right.
track.
I bet you come to the track.
Yeah.
I bet you come.
Well,
I just got in, Mix, okay? Can a guy sleep for more than 6 hours?
No.
Oh, my God.
oh man, you got in. So are you feeling adjusted to the time zone?
I feel great because
Yeah.
I've been.
Well, yeah, you
I've
better.
been
You've
here
been over
since
here.
the trials. I've been in Europe since the trials.
You came straight from trials to here.
Yeah. So well,
right, you're adjusted.
So I was here, then went trials, and then came back. So,
Wow.
yeah, I'm pretty well adjusted now.
Yeah, you almost had to adjust at the trials.
I did have to adjust to the trials.
And
It
then come back here.
Yeah, and then that's why I missed the meetings. But
Yeah.
and then I missed the meetings for this as well. So I
there
don't
you
really have a
go.
good excuse for that one.
Yeah,
but-
you're in the dark over here.
Well, I text Eric. We had there was like that meeting, being like prepare for everything, and it was 2 a.m. Europe time. So I was like, oh, I've missed it, and I was like, oh, I'll text Eric and see what I missed. And I was like, hey man, what happened in the meeting? He's like, you wouldn't believe it. I also missed it.
Yeah.
He's like, I also wasn't there. So that was I should text you.
I'm
assuming you were in the
yeah.
meeting.
What the heck? But for everyone at home that you know, I think this is intentional at this point. Mitch and Eric are in the same Airbnb on the same schedule. I am in a separate Airbnb again. I think this is, to split up the boys here. They're getting a little.
It's like the Instagram post when maybe the most divisive post in history. They said, but this is great, right? I mean, I don't know if the listeners caught
Let's
this,
do
but
it.
they made a post that said, okay, basically, if we had to leave one person from Good Morning Track and Field home, who would it be? I go, what the hell? What kind of
we
post?
didn't have a hand in that.
Who
I want to
would-
be clear.
Who
We
would
didn't
make
have-
this post?
right, and also
It's actually insane.
all three of us were going, so you had to actively not like someone to be like, I could click all three.
That was the fear, though, was that were we all going, or did it hinge on the post?
Right.
And then one of us was getting a
I
text
think,
being
did we
like,
all separately fear that? I kind of was like, am I not going?
I didn't read it because I probably didn't want to know. And then when I saw Eric, he's like, you see that post? He's like, that thing was crazy. And I was like, oh, yeah, it was pretty crazy now
Oh,
that I
man,
think
but
about
we
it.
made it.
I'm like pretty toxic. I'll say that. I'm like
think
an
we all-
unbelievable. I'm like pretty toxic workplace, if I could say. But
Yeah, we need an HR department.
we
It's
made
still,
it.
I'm still not knowing who to go to.
Yeah.
All right.
I think as of now, it's me.
Yeah.
And I'm scared.
I'm the head
We're
of
all
HR.
scared about it.
Which
No, I feel
Um,
very optimistic about that.
Yeah.
If there's gonna be someone in HR, pick the guy right on the line.
Pick the guy
Right on
who's
the
going to have
edge,
to
'cause you can
be
push
close to
line
the
with-
situation.
You can push the line then.
yeah, like I'm figuring out what flies. So
Yeah.
it's like, look,
He has a personal interest in it.
yeah,
So it's
exactly.
kind of like push it as far as you can, and then that is the way you work out what flies and what doesn't fly.
Yeah. It is. Okay, so you've been here for a
Yeah.
while.
You
Eric,
got here yesterday.
I got here yesterday. I was the last to arrive. Before that, I think it was you, Eric. I think you got here right before me.
I'm one day before you.
yeah. What was your journey like? Because you're in New York.
Hell.
A little bit hell. Okay.
Oh my God.
That's
hell.
what I was
no,
hoping.
it was incredibly easy. I got on a flight in Boston. I had a chicken curry dish on the plane.
Oh.
Took a. I
Is that
went to,
acceptable,
went
by
to
the
bed.
way?
I was in the aisle. Shout out Mac for getting me that. I was in the aisle, legs stretched out. The flight attendant coming to the drinks cart. It's like, move your legs. If I have to ask you again, I swear to God, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm like,
You said
okay,
you're talking
fine.
to HR, baby. You
Right,
better you
yeah.
better back off.
Move my legs back in. Take a nap. Wake up. I'm in Paris.
Wow.
Yeah.
You slept the whole time?
No, this is Karen. I had a chicken curry. That was about 3 hours in.
Okay.
I sit for.
Is that acceptable, by the
Yeah.
way? Because that's a potent dish. But you
I
didn't
mean,
get any
look, I
people
wasn't.
looking at you?
I didn't get a full menu and say the curry sounds nice. It was
Okay.
the curry.
Oh, they
or,
delivered it.
Yeah. Well, no, they did do that too. But it was it was a curry or the vegetarian
And you were
like pasta.
you got to get gains
didn't pick
in.
that?
I need to hit a certain protein number
For sure.
for every single
No,
day.
they- I get it. I get it.
and you just can't do that with the vegetarian pasta meal.
sure.
So I got that. I slept. I woke up in Paris, and it's been off to the races ever since.
Jeez.
I'm actually, but not off to the races. I haven't gone yet.
Yeah,
no.
wait, that's tall talk for
Yeah.
someone who didn't. Where can we watch it here? Because I'm going to say I'm someone that,
I'm sweating in the beret, I'll tell you that.
Well,
It's
you're
hot.
in the sun. You're a little bit more in the sun there. Here's something though for the viewers that I want to bring up. We're in these berets. It is hot. Something that would make this even hotter would be if Mitch and Eric learned the apple dance and did it with me on camera. I think that would be such an exciting thing. Are you guys down?
I'm down to learn.
Okay.
Not
I'm
today.
down
You just
to
need
do it.
Not today.
Yeah. I think also
do you
maybe
think?
this is something that we don't like learn on, like we practice it,
camera.
like
They don't want to see the process.
yeah, like we just like one day, like
Okay.
it's like Matt cuts to it live.
Yeah.
It's like we're all
And it's us
hey, we're
doing the
rolling,
apple
mics
dance.
are hot,
Yeah.
and we're in the process
it.
of doing
And we
the apple
surprise them.
dance. I still haven't
Yeah.
seen the. I still
Right.
don't know what it is.
Really?
Confident I can learn it.
I was gonna say, how confident are you guys in your dancing? Like, and I
Very
mean,
confident.
I mean,
like,
beats
it's
though.
like
It's not-
TikTok dancing,
but it's rhythm. I want to know how confident you are in rhythm. Like,
Great rhythm.
really,
Yeah.
really confident. in
strong
my
rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely something I've never questioned.
Yeah.
okay, but have other people question? You cannot question your own rhythm, but other people might see you
Yeah.
and say that guy doesn't have a lot of rhythm.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Have they like questioned it
the
a little
public-
bit?
Like the
The
public?
public. Are you
Absolutely.
ready for the scrutiny?
Yeah, I'm ready for the scrutiny.
All
Bring
right.
it on.
We're gonna do it.
Bring
oh,
it
wait,
on.
do
I've been
it. I
hated.
want a brat
Bring it on.
summer.
I've been hated before,
I
as
wanna
seen
have-
on the
hey.
Instagram post.
Yeah, let's call them out.
Yeah, we've been through.
Yeah, there were a bunch of
toxicity.
people that didn't want me here.
Right, but we made it. But
And
we
we-
made it.
Look
We're
at me!
up.
Look at me now, haters.
We're up.
Yeah. Guess who's in Paris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So though, should we call
Yeah.
him?
They're like, oh great, he's back
Like,
and he's
oh
dancing.
shit.
He's
got
back
a
and
brat
he's
summer. He's got
back.
a stupid
he's
red
dancing,
hat
He's got
on.
a beret on.
What the
He's
hell
got a
is wrong with
beret.
this
Oh
guy?
my god,
He's
they're
doing
nice.
There's a
it.
couple of DMs like, yeah, so I don't know if you guys got my vote, but it seems like Eric's there.
And he's head of HR. They're like,
What?
that's
You got
maybe
promoted
him?
that's the dumbest move I've ever seen.
Promoted. All right, I see the backdrop here in case people are viewing here. That it is gorgeous. Hopefully, you guys can get that with the backlight here. But I think this is the perfect stage to do the apple dance, and that's maybe what we'll prepare for you on a surprise morning show. Coming
Yeah,
up.
well, we've got.
I'm
time.
very on board with the apple dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just.
Can I say I love you? They both immediately said yes. And I don't
Yeah.
think that's appraised enough sometimes in men. Just saying like being to yes and an idea.
Okay. Well, now that looks bad.
First off, thank you, Karen.
Thank you for that. You're really putting ourselves out there.
Aw, yeah.
So thank you.
I just want you guys to, gain, because you guys are at a deficit here. I think I'm coming in, just strong and in the polls. No, I was last. I was the one who got
I
voted
think we
most
worked
off
out.
the freaking island. Thank
it
you
you?
guys. I think so.
I thought it was.
But can I say though, I thought it was going to be more. So I actually was impressed that it was a closer game. But we've got a perfect stage here. It's a good weather. How are you guys feeling about this for the racing? I mean, it's humid. It's pretty humid here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hot.
Were you expecting this? I was not. Because coming from the Midwest, humid, so humid, not more humid than people think, like Florida humid. And then you come here, and yeah, it's a little. I think it's cooling down though, right? Is that what we see? A little bit.
I mean, I was expecting heat. I mean, the group chat was going before I got in the plane. Everyone was talking about how hot it was.
Really?
So I was prepped. But yeah, it's hot.
Oh, this group chat. I
This
thought you
group
meant
chat.
like the plane people,
Yeah.
like your group was chatting.
Hey,
about it.
did you guys?
Yeah, Karen. The woman in seat 39A texted me and
you
said
said
it's
the
gonna
heat?
be.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
thought you
hot.
meant like the group
Yeah.
chatter.
Check the weather
the
out.
group
I see,
chatter.
yeah,
the weather
That's
out.
how I
No.
heard.
By the way, you feeling good after that curry? I didn't
I'm
do
like,
too well.
yeah, my
Yeah.
stomach just kind of dropped pretty hard.
I've shit my pants. Yeah.
What airline was that?
Game for the weather.
Who's serving
Delta.
curry? Delta on behalf of Air France, right? Or no?
I don't know on behalf of who.
Okay.
I didn't
Just
get that
curious.
far.
You didn't get that? Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That was what mine
I was locked in. I was just like,
You were
I heard
so-
you say yesterday that you didn't you weren't aware that international plane carriers do that.
I wasn't
partner up.
aware that they are. Yeah, like it felt a little bit like a disguise. Like I signed in to check in with Delta, and then they were like, "But you can't download your tickets here. You got to download Air France."
Oh,
so
you
it
have
was
to get the other app.
you have to get the
Yeah.
other app, which I was like, okay,
how
I'll
they
do
get
that.
you off.
It felt like thankfully both of those are in Terminal 5 at the O'Hare Airport because if anyone doesn't know,
Shout out
O'Hare.
O'Hare.
shout out O'Hare.
Terminal 1, 2, 3, 4.
For some reason.
And 5. Shout out to O'Hare. Those are
Sponsored
5
by
drops
O'Hare.
off. It's a different zip code. So I was lucky that Delta and Air France
In
are in
the
the
same
same
spot. Yeah.
And also, my parents dropped me off, so I knew I was going to get right there.
That's
Must
so
be
nice.
nice.
That's
Thanks,
so
Mom and
nice.
My
Dad.
parents watching. I'd love to live
nice.
home.
They are.
Yeah.
They're definitely watching.
awake.
I hope so. Oh yeah, it's early. It here in France, everybody, is 3 p.m. Back home, wherever you are at, that's the time you're at. We're feeling adjusted. Yeah. Any other journey stories? I feel like we hung out last night and we had a good time. I think all got the gang together.
We had a great
How
time.
you feeling today?
Why would you say it like that, Mitch?
Yeah.
You feel good?
Did you
No,
say
well,
it
you
as
came
if I
in-
got
no, well, you
very
came- no.
intoxicated on
You didn't
2
get-
beers?
Karen had one blonde ale, and you
1.3
you would
beers.
assume she drank maybe 100
like,
ounces of grain alcohol.
You guys, the hospital was fine.
Yeah.
I think
I
I was like,
feel
I need
good.
to go to the
Yeah.
hospital.
I
Karen's
was like, hey, can someone take
Yeah.
my second beer?
You guys,
Because
anyone
who
pump
took it?
stomachs around here?
Who took my second beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willingly, Eric.
Yeah.
It was half gone by the time I said it.
Yeah, I was like, are you kidding?
I think if you were to combine the jet lag with the one beer, I can
Yeah.
see how it gets out.
Oh
of
no,
control.
look.
Right.
But you know
no.
what? You handled yourself brilliantly.
Oh, thank
You did.
you. Yeah, I didn't do
Brilliantly.
anything embarrassing, right?
We can talk about that later. No,
I'm like,
you were fine.
I'm like, are
you
you
were fine.
joking? Do you not remember anything?
You're like, are you
Oh, you haven't been online.
don't remember?
Shoot, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm blocked on everything.
Nah, you were great.
I am
it was a good
yeah.
time.
You know, you were great.
I'm trying to be a beer girly. I don't know for any of my girlies out there. I think we typically get roped into, the cocktails, the mixed drinks. I really want to be a beer girly just because I do enjoy beer, but I've learned I don't enjoy.
You just do it.
I'm
Yeah.
trying. I'm full sending
Yeah,
it,
just-
as we saw
yeah.
last night. But you got to learn what you like. I don't like IPAs.
I don't like- I don't like them either.
Nah, that's
Wow,
fair.
that's a good thing.
I don't
They
like
put me to
IPAs
sleep.
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't like
Is that
them.
what it is? They just
Yeah,
put
they
you to
make you
sleep?
they make you really sleepy. They're
I'm-
too heavy.
I'm-
I want to be light.
Look, I like to
I
think
wanted-
it's a safe place here.
Yeah. You
wanna be-
Conspiracy theories. I don't think anyone likes IPAs.
Oh wow.
No,
and if
I-
they're pretending if they
Oh,
do.
we're on
Yeah.
conspiracy theories now.
Oh,
we,
no.
we went. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I didn't say anything crazy
The
last
moon?
night,
Yeah.
right?
You guys believe in the moon?
Yeah. Explain to me why I've never been back.
Yeah,
Anyway.
explain to me why.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't think they're that great, and I feel like there's always one particular type of person
Yeah.
that drinks IPAs. And it's like you go to get around. It's like, yeah, we'll get around, right? And there's always one guy in the back being like, "Can I get some IPAs?" It's like,
Right.
fuck off! Like you don't like dark beers, can't do. But anyway, light
that's
beers,
fair. A
like
lager. I've learned a lot. I went to
draft lagers,
Oktoberfest.
they're the way to go.
After the Berlin Marathon, which I did, we went to the Oktoberfest, and I learned there I love a lager. Like that's just
Yeah.
what I want. That's all that they kind
Did
of
you drink out of the Stein?
I drank out of the Stein, and I learned. This is a fun fact.
You
They
would have
make
been
it.
dead.
Well, yeah, I didn't. I was barely drinking. Is doing a lot of work by the end of it. It was just like going in, but. The mugs are so heavy because they want you to be weighted down, so you drink it fast and order more. That's what I heard.
Can you take the mugs with you?
That's true?
So the best part is in the States, if you tried to take like a mug like that, I mean, you'd be floored down, like cuffs on. People would get on you.
You get shot.
You might get shot. But in
fucking
Germany,
head.
from what I saw,
Kidding?
it was like mischievous. Like the police were in on it. They were like, get over here. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Go
my German
on,
accent.
take it.
It was
Take
like
it.
funny.
Yeah,
like
you
it was
ain't going to
bits.
jail.
Ah.
But then
Wait, so
people,
you did take
They're
it?
a lot more relaxed here.
I didn't try.
Thief.
Yeah.
And thief.
Whoa, I
You
didn't
have to
know.
talk to HR.
Yeah.
I thought this was a safe space. HR's
Safe space.
here.
Very safe space.
Yeah, head HR here.
I've stolen a few
You're fucking fine.
pint glasses across Europe since I've been
Do you
here.
get a high from some people get a high like from stealing it.
Who is saying, what we got? I can't read it.
We can't read that far.
I'll get back to it.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I do get a high from stealing, yes.
Okay, and on that note,
Yes,
We
I
were told
do.
to start talking track, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like, do I get a high from stealing?
Yeah.
You bet. I've never felt anything like it, and I probably will never feel it again.
okay.
I do.
Yeah, the
Depends on
15s
what
are
it
great.
is,
And
yeah.
anyway,
But
the
let's talk
15s.
about the track.
I want to talk about some track. I
But
think
I
a
do,
fun
yeah.
segue, really quick, into the track is 5 trivia questions that I've got queued up that are about the Paris Games here.
Cool.
And I want to have a little score going, and maybe we can do
Easy.
this and maybe make a winner out of
I'm
it.
so nervous.
And maybe a Shouey is on the line here. We don't know.
I'll do it. I love them now.
Great. Okay.
Aficionado or shoeys.
I did two.
Went
Love
back to
them.
back
Back to
shoeys
back.
in Eugene, which was incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just out Zamboni and like just free for all.
If you did
That's
We
where I
couldn't
was
find
in.
Karen.
If you did 2 Zambonis, Karen, you'd be dead. All right, let's start
I didn't make
start
it.
talking
Let's
track.
talk
All
track.
right.
Come on.
So 5 trivia questions here on deck.
Do we
Number
buzz in?
1, you're no. I think you just get fair answers. But you have to. Well,
Well,
It's like
what
who answers first.
yeah.
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 We just raise our hand.
Well, let's see how the first
I
one
don't like
goes,
that.
and we'll see how
I might not get any. Okay,
Yeah.
just go
Number
on.
1. This is not the first time Paris has hosted the big games.
Mitch.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, no, I-
how many times has Paris hosted the games, including this year, 2024?
Mitch.
You're immediately
No,
out.
that's my buzzer.
No.
That's my
That's my
buzzer.
buzzer.
Oh,
That's
okay.
his
I was
buzzer,
about to
yeah.
cancel you.
No, that's my
okay.
buzzer.
You say Mitch.
Twice.
Okay. That's incorrect.
3. This is the third time.
Fuck.
Eric
That
is correct. That is
sucks.
including, I said including the
Yeah.
Paris Olympics. Bonus points if you can name the years.
No.
You can't
Guess.
name 1 year?
You got to
I
guess.
can't-
You got to guess.
I have to
You can't
guess.
name one
Because
year.
you'll get a bonus. Just guess. Any year. Any
Oh,
even
yeah.
year.
Name 1 year.
But make it even, right?
Think about
I'm
it
hinting.
hard.
Oh my God, he's so. 19. 1928.
You were so close. No.
Mitch.
1924.
Yes! You got 2 guesses because there were
Nice.
2. So that's
Yeah.
2 points for Eric and 0 for
Nice.
Mitch.
That
That's a
sucks.
huge start for me.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe
Was it the-
2024?
It's a good game.
Was it the World's Fair? Was it around that? I don't know. I know
in
the
Chicago?
Eiffel
was a
The
good
Tower.
World's Fair in
time.
Chicago?
But I mean, here I think the
yeah?
Eiffel Tower was a
Pumping.
gift from the World's Fair. I think, right?
Fuck,
That
hell
was
of a
one of their
gift.
things.
Imagine being at the hell of a fair.
Hell of a fair.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. Name
Okay.
3 new sports that were added to the Paris 2024 games. There were
Mitch.
more than
Eric.
3.
That was
Mitch.
Eric first.
Oh, I was gonna say you.
Surfing.
Okay.
Wrong.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
3.
3-on-3 basketball. Damn it.
Well,
Wait,
I don't think so.
They've always done 3-on-3 basketball?
No, I think he came like 2 Olympics ago or something.
yep. Okay. All right, Mitch. It's all you.
Okay.
It's
Rough.
all you.
So if I get 1, do I get a point? 1 of the 3? Do I have to get all
No,
3?
You have to get all 3.
That seems like.
But you
only,
get-
is it only 3 that have been added?
But Eric loses a point if you
What?
if you
Wait, hold on.
Even
had
if you
2
don't get it.
hard-earned points.
because you
I think
lost.
I think though I should get 1 point per event.
Okay. We're making it up.
Breakdancing.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's all I
didn't know
had
that's
up
a
my
sport,
sleeve. Let me
yeah.
think. What else would have been?
Okay, that's come on guys, there's some
the
fun
hard,
ones.
Did you say, were you gonna say that's the hardest one?
One
One of the.
I thought
one of the.
Cuz you called it breaking. You called it by the correct terminology.
I'm a big breaking guy.
Yeah. Breaking Bad.
Maybe one of the cycling events. Maybe like.
I will say they're pretty easy, and I don't want to brag, but I have the answers.
Track
But they're
and
pretty
field.
straightforward.
The
they're not-
event
it's not
is
something-
easy?
It's not something funky.
BMX.
No.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, you ready for them?
Yeah.
I don't know it. I do believe these are all of them, but breaking, skateboarding, sports climbing, and surfing.
I should have got skateboarding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought skateboarding maybe had been one before that.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. No points for anyone. Do I get a point if you guys lose?
Sure. Yeah.
1 point for Karen. Woo!
Nice. Nice
Sucks
job.
to be Mitch.
All right, number 3. Where is the village for the Paris 2024 games located?
Mitch.
What town?
Saint Denis.
That's you get.
No.
I want to give you 2 points because I've been saying Saint Denis, so I think.
I've been saying Saint Denis,
Oh, maybe that's right.
right?
Saint
Wow.
That
Denis.
sounded kind of good,
That's
right?
doing good stuff for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that not a point?
Saint Denis.
No, we got 2 points. We got
Yeah.
1 point. We got 1 point.
We're in Saint Denis.
That's where we're at. Number 4.
Are we not? Oh, we're never
That's the
mind.
We are.
We're not.
We're in Paris. Okay, number 4, guys. We've got 5 on deck. 4. American rugby player Alona Mar. She pronounces her name for her Instagram, Alona Mar.
Yeah.
Gained significant social media followers during the Paris Olympics. How many followers did she gain? And they went pretty viral. There's a lot of people watching.
80,000.
1.1 million.
All right, we're going to go with who's closest. It's 2 million followers.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
a lot.
Mitch.
I was so off. It's crazy.
You were close.
That's all right. That was close.
Close.
We're closing it out with a strong one, guys. Following Simone Biles' gold medal winning performance on Thursday, the 3-time Olympian has now won a total of how many Olympic medals?
12.
Eric,
Was that right?
you got to guess. It's going to be who's closest.
14.
No, it's 9. That's Mitch. For a bonus, that was a gold
job.
she won. How many golds does she have? This is a bonus.
7.
6.
Point for
Good
Eric.
for you, dude.
All right.
Did we
know our
we
points?
tied?
It's 3-3 and 1.
Nice.
You know how they say nobody wins if you lose? I win, I guess, if you lose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
you,
me.
you win for creating that.
Well done.
What could I say?
Good job, Kerr.
I don't have. That's all I have. I hope I
It's
can.
a fun way
think
to
of more.
segue into track.
That's
It was a
track
fun
time.
way because we
Yeah.
had a lot of exciting things happen today. You were at the track, Mitch.
I was.
Walk us through what you saw. Some highlights.
Yeah, well, day one, it's exciting for it to actually kick off on the track. Obviously, race walk yesterday on the roads, but the energy in there was palpable. It was obviously so there were some French decathletes competing as well. I've never seen more people cheer on a decathlon shot put than I have seen out there this morning. Like, people came out in droves. I'm not sure how many people what the capacity of the stadium is, but it was full. There was hardly a seat in there. For a morning session, and I get it on day one, it was amazing. So, yeah, we were treated. We had men's 1,500, women's 100. What else do we have at the end? I'm trying to remember.
And we've got an afternoon session, right?
Yeah, women's high jump as well. It was another track event, but it's actually slipping from my mind. But, yeah, it was great. Obviously, the men's 1,500, we spoke about it at length. What we were expecting to happen and what we thought it would look like with the repechage and who we thought would be through in that leading six. And it was a weird thing because I felt like we'd hypothesized this perfect situation of what was going to happen. And probably for the most part, it stuck to the script. But there are going to be some very quick repechage rounds tomorrow morning, like George Mills.
Is it 2 rounds? Are there 2?
So 2 heats.
Yeah.
And the top 3 from each heat automatically will go through to the semi the next day. Yeah. So there's no times, there's no nothing. It's top 3, they go through.
Well, it was a tough day out there for the Aussies, I know.
It was hard. Yeah.
It was hard to see.
Was hard.
Will they all be going then to the repechage round?
All 3 head to the repechage. So, yeah, anyone who didn't auto-qualify from the heats automatically goes to the repechage. And so, yeah, for the Australian perspective, we were all hopeful that we wouldn't have anyone in the repechage. We were hopeful that we'd see 3 guys go through. As a group here, we were like, Ollie, Shouey, they should be through. Oh,
yeah, it's a strong team. Yeah.
And they're all in the repechage. So now we face the reality of 3 Aussie guys in the repechage. And I don't know if it was an error of judgment. Because I personally thought that Shouey ran his race exactly how we said he would. He's going to get out the front, he's going to push the tempo. He just didn't have the pop maybe in the last 100.
I feel like it was kind of the same with Ollie. Because Ollie was in good position throughout. It was just really ran out of energy that last that was a really rough last 200. It looked really
painful,
bad. It looked it wasn't he made tactical errors and mistimed a kick or anything. He was right where you would want to be.
Yeah.
In good position the whole time and just faded.
Yeah.
Do you think that's in the back of their minds though? I'm not going to make this top 6. Maybe I should give it up, even if they're fighting for it.
This was the hard thing because all the heats were really close. So
they were all 335. Each race was 335.
No fracture was made so obviously where it was we can just give up now.
Yeah.
It was we could actually still fight and get through. And that was probably something we didn't talk about. If you're 100 meters to go and you're 11th, but you're 5 meters back, you're not giving up because then you might be able to avoid having to go to the repechage. So, yeah, I mean, purely Australian perspective, I know the boys were disappointed. I was down there and interviewed them afterwards. But to their credit, they were all look, this is the way it is. We can't dwell on the fact that these races didn't go perfectly for us. Now let's get into the repechage and let it rip.
Yeah.
There's all in, nothing to lose. And I liked that approach rather than being God, that race sucked. They were well, this is what it is now.
The repechage, you look at the guys on the line at the
Crazy.
repechage, it's stacked.
George
the races
Mills,
are stacked.
The 3 Aussies, Garcia Romo, who else? Andy Cochran, McCall.
If you looked at that lineup and you didn't know that it was, the B squad, you may not know.
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
You look at that and you go, that's one semifinal. Those are the semifinal heats.
Yeah,
it's that. I mean, that just it goes to show the depth of the 1,500 on the world level this year.
And I mean, on your American tune,
I killed it.
2 of the 3. Well. Yeah,
actually,
2 of the 3 look good, but Yared made you sweat.
Yared, that was he didn't look great. But, Bear was leaning with 150 to go. You're I don't know if he's got this.
He stuck the rail.
Cole Hawker stuck the rail.
Yeah.
Hates leaving that thing.
Loves it.
Loves
the rail, which is surprising because
stays on that
in his post-race interview at the trials, he had said, like, you know, I wanted to prove to myself in a way, like, I don't need to just, you know, I can be in any position and still do well. Like, I remember him saying that. But honestly, if you're comfortable with that and you're, you know, at the games here, maybe you just stick to what you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like when you're a guy like Cole who's known for having such a strong kick, you probably feel like, okay, like I can get into a little bit of a bad position because I do have a strong kick, and if I'm anywhere close with 200 to go, I'm gonna be just fine, which proved out to be you know, exactly the case today. Hobbs Kessler ran exactly the same strategy that we saw him do at the trials, where it's like, okay, I'm just going to get out in second and sit right here, no matter how fast, no matter how slow, the entire race.
Yeah.
He looked good. But yeah, so the Americans, besides, you know, Yard, I mean, he still made it through the big Q, and
Made it through,
you know,
but was back there, right? I mean,
but
was
like,
he
you know,
fifth or
just maybe
fourth?
shaking
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
you know, just a little bit rusty.
Yeah.
Like
It's the Olympics too.
It's the Olympics.
It's Yard's first Olympics.
It
technically,
is.
running, because obviously he qualified last time, and then I think it was injury that got him.
Yeah,
but
kept him
this is his
out.
first time on the line. You can't, not that I've been an Olympian, no one here's been an Olympian, but you probably can't a quantifiable like judgment on what that feels like to stand on the line at an Olympics, first Olympics, whatever it is, whatever pressure it is, whether it's internal or
especially
external.
you know, he's one of the, you know, besides
guy.
Kerr and Ingebrigtsen, it's
Yeah.
like Nagus is the guy
He's that bloke
that's
for
bad that is battling for a medal. The favorites, Kerr and Ingebrigtsen, looked fantastic.
Yeah. Running pretty, like, slower, what, 3:35,
I mean,
3:37?
it's so interesting to see, like, each guy, like Kerr, off in that first heat is just sitting so far back. And
What'd you make of that? I was getting a bit stressed
well,
for him.
it is kind of stressful, but then you see as soon as he starts moving, he goes from last to first. Like was in first before 200 to go. Like at the bell, he's last. And you go, this is not a great spot.
Yeah.
And then it's like, never mind, he's in first with plenty.
now,
It's like he
yeah.
moved too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have
Hey, he
waited
could have waited
longer.
back a little bit further, dude.
He looked fantastic,
Yeah.
and kind of and exactly the same with Jakob.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he moved. He again was in no rush to
Yeah.
move. Walked off the line,
Right.
and looked fantastic. It's really building up to be exactly what all the hype's been about.
How good do you think for him, Jakob, that 3:37 felt after running, what was it, 2:26?
3:26, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
It was in the twos in my brain
Yeah.
because he's so fast and a really good music video person. But
Yeah,
he,
he's a rock
least.
star now.
yeah, at least. But how do you think that feels? Like, that's insane. I'm gonna do quick math here, but 7 plus 4 is
Yeah.
whatever.
It would
That's
feel
incredible.
like nothing. Like it would just feel like an effort, obviously, to get through that. But he was like, I don't know if you saw it, mask straight on, mix zone, walk straight through. Didn't talk to anyone, didn't do anything.
He's
Oh,
masked.
all
He's
business.
It was
masked
the
up.
same. He's masked
He's
up.
masked up?
He didn't want to risk any sickness. I was like,
That's
that's interesting.
smart, though. I
Yeah.
will say, there's been a couple swimmers, right, that got caught COVID. You don't want to get sick
Really?
at a time like this. Can you
Okay,
imagine?
well,
It's not
I
just that
saw
you
it and I
can't
was
be.
like, well.
You thought it was a
Yeah.
little much.
No, I was like, well, what do I know?
Go on.
Yeah, I was like, what do I know?
Mitch, continue. We might as well just go down
What
this
do
note.
I know? But I was like, it's interesting.
Well, I think their bodies are their vehicles. Like, you have to do 100% everything possible. I'm not surprised he's not talking to people because there's an exchange of possible, like, viruses or
Yeah,
something.
no, I
wouldn't- yeah.
definitely get it. But
Yeah.
I mean, he walked the walk, right? He's
Yeah.
talking the talk. I mean, they both are at the moment. If you're doing their head to head, I don't know if you heard Seb Coe yesterday, but he was talking about it, and he loves this shit. He
Well, I
was
mean,
like,
Seb Coe-
these guys virally hate it. They do not like each other.
This is-
and that
yeah.
is a fact. Like, this isn't fabricated.
Jakob and Josh?
Oh, let's create this thing. It's like, I hear it that they genuinely do not like one another.
Well, Seb
Wow.
Coe is probably in the most famous rivalry of all time with him
Exactly right.
and Steve Ovett.
Yeah.
So it's like
He's like, bring this shit back.
Yeah, he
he's
wants
like, you
more of
kidding?
it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Seb Coe was the bad boy. Everyone was like, Steve Ovett, good
Good
is the
guy.
good guy, hard worker.
Yeah.
Seb Coe,
Yeah.
just talented, brash,
Yeah.
cocky.
But we don't have a good and a bad, I don't think, anymore with Jakob and Josh. I think it was easy to villainize Jakob because he was starting it all. But ever since the
I'm not
pre-classic,
saying.
I want to
yeah.
say I just think it's not maybe as black and white as some rivalries typically are. You know,
Yeah.
Team Edward, Team Jakob, whatever, Twilight. This to me is like,
What were you?
oh, you know, I was Team Edward.
Hard not to be.
It's hard not to be. You want someone
Hot
who could like
guy.
maybe kill you. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of hot, you know?
So
Hot
hot.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. What
Anyway.
were you? What were you guys? Team Edward?
I don't.
I think I
didn't watch
wanted
it.
to be
Yeah.
Team Jacob,
didn't
and I was
watch
like,
it.
who am
Yeah.
I kidding? Who am I kidding?
I want to be killed.
I'm
Like,
like,
the hot guy
yeah, you
killer.
can't- Yeah.
Well, Edward's
Yes, please.
fast. He's fast. Maybe that's why you were
I
like that
didn't
guy
really
is so
watch it.
quick.
No,
Sister
it wasn't.
loved
It
it.
wasn't. It wasn't because he was fast. It's because he's so.
He's a hot guy.
hot.
You
Yeah.
liked him for him, like
I liked him for
deep
him.
down.
Yeah.
Beautiful guy.
Wow.
It's more a Zac Efron guy. High School
Wow.
Musical. But.
Aw.
Oh, you're a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mitch. This isn't as safe.
You're a dog. Yeah.
There's a wink quota going on here, by the way, boys.
Trying to bring the wink
and
back.
you're in a deficit.
We're trying to bring the
here.
wink back in the right setting.
There is not a wink quota.
Okay.
unlimited.
It's unlimited
winking
wink.
ability
HR
in this-
statement. There
in
is
this
no
play.
Look at the email.
Yeah. Huh.
All right.
That's
So,
weird.
yeah, there are no good guys and bad guys in this.
No, it's kind of fun.
no.
It's incredibly
And
fun.
I'm a
This
Jakob
this
fan.
event has been so hyped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really living up to it. Both the superstars look
The
fantastic.
final of this event is going to be every bit of what it's promised in the lead up.
So they
I
have one
reckon.
more day. So they have one day off. The Repechage is tomorrow. Then
Correct.
the semifinals are the day after that.
So what do you like? I know we talked about it a bit, Eric and I, but Karen, it'd be good to get your perspective to weigh on this as well. But what do you make of the Repechage round now that we've seen the heats?
Yeah.
We've seen what the
Like,
racing
how do I
looks
think it'll
like.
go?
Yeah, like we've seen what it looks like now. It's like, okay, we thought maybe there'd be fractures, people would give up, all this sort of stuff. Didn't happen. It was actually really competitive across the board. So now they face this reality of coming back tomorrow morning, this group of, 27 guys or whatever it is. What do you think of this model of now having to come back and run?
Well, it's interesting. We haven't seen, like, I guess I'd have a better answer for, after we see it tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I'm looking for, I think it's like the more racing, like the better of,
Yeah.
I mean, as
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now, we'll see how it plays out tomorrow. I mean, I could see it. It's like a guy like Stewie. Be like, you know what? I'm just going to go run hard tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm done with these. This is a guy who's comfortable running really hard at the front. Like, I'm just gonna go send it, see where we end up, and that's like probably he's not necessarily known as a guy who sits and delivers a fire out of a cannon last 200-meter kick. He's just like strong and tough, like we were talking about in the distance
Yeah.
preview. So I could see that. It's hard to say how these races will go because you also kind of want to save a little bit of legs. We didn't see you didn't really see people dogging it in today and being like, you know what, I'm going to save it for the
No.
Yeah.
the Repechage round
absolutely.
tomorrow. It's like
Yeah.
everyone gave it their all.
Right.
And so let's say they do run hard tomorrow in the Repechage round. Like there comes that semifinal, which again, going to be really hard to make, especially for the guys that couldn't make it out of this
Yeah,
first
no,
round.
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
they're going to be feeling it come the semi if the Repechage round is really fast. So we'll see.
Right, because they have to run 4 heats, correct? The
Correct.
Repechage
They make it-
round.
they make it
times
to the
if they make it
final.
to the final.
So for anyone that didn't really maybe quite understand this till they listened to the CITIUS Mag pod, which is what I did, and then had them personally explain it to me again, this is technically a new event, which maybe would have counted in the
Yeah.
trivia. It's a new event where they're doing a
We both would've
Repechage
got
round.
that.
we would, yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't. You had the opportunity
didn't
to.
think.
There's
Classic.
a losers heat. I'm just going to call it what it is. And
Oof.
out of that losers heat, they will still make 6 of those athletes go to the final. And I think it's an incredible thing to do for the exposure of, even just smaller countries that, here at the games, that's right. This is one of those events here. The games here, the big dance in France is
Yeah.
what we're going to call it. It's such a prideful and country, I think, oriented event, and to give someone the opportunity to run more than once and represent your team, I think that's an incredible thing to do. I do think we're getting lit up in the comments here with how we're pronouncing Repechage. And can we talk about-
Repechage.
Is it Jarge?
Someone
or
phonetically spell it in the
Charge?
comments.
Help us
And
out.
we'll-
Repechage.
Look, I didn't. This head.
Repechage.
Wait, the hat comes off. I say like Repechage, and then you put it on, and then you can
Repechage.
speak
Yeah.
French.
Oh, is that like
Wait,
it's right,
weird.
dude?
Yeah, sorry, don't speak French.
Contrary to
What
what the
is
hat
Repechage?
says.
What's that mean?
Recharge.
Second chance
Just means
again. I
recharge-
think it
no.
means second chance.
I nearly had you.
Yeah, like, it's that simple.
Does that actually? Oh, they just took a letter out.
Wow.
Weird.
That's kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
I'm like, try. That's easy.
That was meant to be an attractive language. That's
Yeah.
lazy.
No, it is.
It'll be exciting. I think it's great that we get to see them again.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully.
Is French the language of love?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
is it or is that Italian? I think it's.
It ain't
I don't
German.
know.
Paris is the city of love, right?
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they get both the city and the
I think
the
we
language.
have
language.
one thing of love.
But it kind of makes sense to have the city
Yeah.
and the language too.
That makes sense.
Right?
Because you could speak
I think
it
it's
and then you can
greedy.
feel it.
I mean, no, it's greedy.
I think they should have one. You should get one.
In terms of love, they
Just
want
get
it all.
one.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
though?
Have you guys felt the love? Like we were talking about being American versus being
kidding?
Australian. Maybe the culturally here, Americans might get, I think a little more.
Oh
more
yeah, they
hate.
hate us.
Have you felt any love here though from the French?
I feel great.
Yeah, they love the Mitch gets a lot of love.
Yeah, he
I
really
leave-
thickens up that accent when he's around us too.
See, I don't reckon I think my accent's pretty consistent.
It is.
I
It's
think
pretty thick.
I think it stays pretty consistent. But
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about traveling Europe, but the Americans don't get the same amount of love as
It's because
the
I
Aussies.
feel like I'm like, whoa, like I'm a pointer, and I realize I need
That'll
to
do it.
stop that immediately.
That'll do
like I'm
it.
just pointing at
She's just
things
pointing
and
at
being
people
like,
too. It's like really,
Whoa!
it's like really rude. She's like pointing at people like, look at that person.
Look at
What's up with that? I'm like, Karen.
whoa, that's so
yeah,
different.
whoa. Yeah,
Karen.
whoa.
Sorry about her.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
she's
Sorry,
American.
she's
Yeah.
Midwest.
Yeah, Mitch puts on
Pulling
his
from my
Australian
hair.
accent, and so does
Yeah.
Eric, and he puts on a fake accent, and I'm just stuck here being dumb.
Do you reckon you guys could do an Australian accent?
No, you've heard me try. It's
I know.
All right, rise of lights.
That was good.
That actually are.
If you say,
I'm actually
You guys
Remember?
are doing that, Karen.
if you
Yeah.
say rise up lights in a British accent, which we
Rise
all
up
can
lights.
do, it's razor blades
Oh,
in an
no.
Australian accent.
Razor blades.
There you go. You just said razor blades, and we're
Razor
saying
blades.
rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
See,
Rise up
you
lights.
didn't know a thing.
Razor
you were like,
blades.
sounds like
Yeah,
someone back
no,
home.
that's pretty close.
It's pretty
Yeah.
close. That's for the internet taught me
There you
that.
go.
But so we've got the Repechage round coming up after these prelims,
Tonight, big round.
big rounds. But tonight
Huge.
we've got 5K heats for
Oh
the
my
women. We've got
God.
800-meter heats
Yeah.
for the women. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
Women
And the
wait,
women's
Women's
100
100 was this morning.
and then again, right?
yeah.
Oh, the semis tonight. The
Yeah.
semis tonight. Final tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's 3 in a row here.
No, the semi
I'm
is
gonna send
tomorrow.
this.
semi tomorrow and final tomorrow.
I'm sending something I screenshotted from the
Yeah. I
internet.
think-
I know everyone's like,
Hold
you're
on, I'll
our
tell you.
internet.
I'll
Well,
We
we've
tell
can't
got
get
men's
it.
10K, which is going to be a barn burner. We
Yeah,
got
that's gonna be a
the
banger.
women's 5 is going to be great. Women's
Yeah.
8.
And the men's 10K. That's right. Yeah, we've got a lot.
A lot of stuff going on tonight.
Today. Wow.
Yeah,
we got
tomorrow's semi and final.
Okay, yeah. So the
Um,
So you're going back to
Bloody oath, I'll be there tonight.
Bloody Oath.
Lock it
Bloody
in.
Oath?
Yep. That's yes.
bloody oath.
That
Yeah,
that sounded like
Bloody
a secure yes, like a
Yeah.
That's
On my
absolutely
life.
lock it in.
Yeah.
I'll be
Lock
there.
it in.
Piss
With
it, absolutely piss
with
it in.
like you were
bells
gonna
on.
bleed
Yeah.
and then like stamp
Yeah,
it.
bloody oath, I'll be
Something
there.
like that.
Bloody oath.
If I can find the right gate, I was walking around.
The right
lost.
what?
Gate.
Jesus, Mitch. Come on.
It's his accent.
Gate.
He said that
but
to
yeah.
you.
Find the right gate.
Yeah.
He's
You
fine.
find the right gay, anything's possible. Anyway,
Okay. We have a lot of heats, and
the right. Oh yeah.
that term can mean many things, and I took that as happy. And there's gonna be a lot of happy things tonight.
Yeah.
We've
No,
got the 10K.
10K,
We've got
the women's 5. I'm very excited for. The women's 8.
Yes.
Very excited for.
so excited. I want to start with the 800 though. Here, guys, like. Keely Hodgkinson
Is the 8 first?
on
we
another
have
one.
heat
I
sheets
think
for the
it's-
8?
I sent something
Yeah,
in the
let me have a
chat, and
look.
I don't have the heat sheets, but I think it's after the 5K.
So the women's 5 is before it.
Yeah.
But I can give you the women's 8 if you
Yeah,
like.
give us those heats. I mean,
How many? So it's not like at the trials where is it top?
So
is it
it's
top
first
6?
3. No, first
There you
3
go.
every
Nice.
heat. We'll go through automatically, and then repechage for the rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and
We're
it's
back up.
Repechage 100
No.
meters
No,
through.
so
No, 200.
Oh, 200.
1,500. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, the 400 meter hurdles is included in that.
Okay.
And is the 100 hurdles, 110 hurdles repechage? I
I don't think it is. I think it's
is.
200 in
No.
it.
Field events too?
No field event
That would be
repechages.
kind of crazy.
That would
All
be
right.
wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's top 3 go through to that semi-final, and this is the whole thing. The benefit of being that top 3, obviously, is that you get a day off while everybody else has to run a repechage. But yeah, let's see. We got Jemma Whitaker, both in heat number 1. Who else is in here? Alimu of Ethiopia. Who else is probably a big one? They're probably the main 3, I would say, in that one. I mean, Riki was phenomenal in the London Diamond League. We touched on that briefly. What she's been able to do over the last month and a bit, if not more, of racing has been really impressive. Like, obviously, she was beaten by Keely, fellow countrywoman, but she really didn't give up as much ground as I think what you would anticipate, given the hype around Keely and given how well performed Keely is. So Gemma is like, she should be the leader of that heat, you would think. But you know, you get your American in heat number 1. She'll be ready to rip. So that's exciting.
It's interesting with these the repechage. Oh my god, that could have been worse pronunciation. Who knows? But like, now we're seeing that time is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to push the pace unless you think that you're just gonna like blow the. Because you know the 15s in years like in the last Worlds last year, like they're getting faster and faster. But now, since there is no like time qualifiers, there's no reason to. If you're in heat 3, like.
You don't need to go.
Like, there's no point of making it a fast race. Like, there's no time qualifiers.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's, I mean, it just changes. It changes up for the 15 a lot. I wonder if these 8s, if it's going to be fast, if there are like athletes that are going to be pushing it from the front, trying to drop. The 8 is obviously is a lot different than the 15, but it will be interesting to see.
Pretty exciting for Juliet Whitaker. No, I mean, what a year she had. She was NCAA champ.
Oh yeah,
Stanford.
Rolls into USA's. Obviously, you have the controversy of a thing, and then she comes through and makes her first Olympic team. She's 20 years old. She'll be one of the youngest in the field. Really, and we've talked about it numerous times on the pod, but like the fearlessness maybe that you can associate with being a debut game so young. She might be able to benefit from that, but I'm sure she's going into this. There's a few 158, 159 women, so she's right in that marker.
Right.
But I reckon she would be confident to get through automatically to the second round. Like, you think that's her expectation? That's what she's thinking?
Oh,
Absolutely,
I think so. And I
yeah.
think people like Keely have been setting the tone. What I love is the interim between, you know, a lot of countries' trials and then the games is people have been racing. I think I forgot that, you know, after the games, people still continue on. And, you know, even just having a Diamond League in Paris here immediately after, I was like, oh, that's brutal to have, you know, to not make the team and then to have to go race and be in the city. But thankfully, I think it wasn't at the stadium. But all that to say, you know, yeah, there are some new and I think young people here on the mix. And the beauty of the games is it's not like a world championship, right? It's not about times. It's not about records. It's about the medals. And we may see some strategy here that does favor, I think, the younger crowd here, you know, maybe like the Hobbs Kesslers who have that tenacity. The key, though, is I think for someone, you know, like Juliet, is the NCAA season was long.
Yeah.
Is she going to be tired? I think that's where we see that meeting, you know, the tenacity and the youngness. Are they tired out by now?
Yeah, I feel like she must have just done bulk training from the trials till now. I didn't see her race. I don't know if she raced in
I'm not
LA
sure if
or Florida or anything like that, but
she'll be she's going in there.
Being like,
I'm
not running that fucking repechage. I'm running 3 rounds. I'm not running 4. She's also got the French woman in there, Candice Alun, who's 159. So you can expect the crowd to be absolutely off its rocket.
It's been cool being here and seeing all, like, you know, we're out eating dinner. And just how, like, dialed in all like the French people are.
Last night, Marchand.
It was we were there for one of the French swimmer who's been crushing it, and everyone was going crazy. Anytime there's a French athlete,
for the American.
But it was electric because everything out here just in Paris it's also, I want to say, like outward focus. Like a lot of things are in the streets, you know, it's just a lot of energy outside as opposed to inside. And that may be due to the lack of the air conditioning. I'm just going to say that, but it was just electric in that room. I think the TV was right there. It's on at every street corner. So I am like so excited to be out again and like watch some of these.
Great place for anthropologists. Real people watching. Get out here, sit out, crack a beer, whatever you want. Anthropologists, if you're looking for something to do, Paris. Get down. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Lots of heats. That's
Yeah,
why
how
it's
many-
only
yeah,
three.
how
I
many
think it's
heats?
like 6.
Walk us through.
There's
Can you
6
send that
heats?
to us?
6 heats. Yeah. I'll send you the link.
We're not prepared. We're gonna get better.
But yeah, I mean, again, we were talking about in the distance preview, but I mean, this is kind of Keely Hodge with the
Hers
thing
to
out.
lose.
This is
Yeah.
hers to lose, and it's annoying for her. She looks so good that you're like, yeah, like I bet she wanted a thing here. Like I can beat her. She's run 150.
Keely?
Yeah,
Yeah.
154 this year.
154.
So it's like
in London.
she's in the form of her life,
Yeah.
and
they asked her. They said, "What do you think about a thing?" And she said it was like heartbreaking. Like she didn't.
Yeah.
You don't want that for a competitor, especially her, Mary Mora, a thing. I mean, it was like the trifecta of them. Of Keely never, bridesmaid, never the bride. She never got the medal. She never got the gold. And it's going to be sweet if and when she wins. But yeah, she didn't compete against a thing, and I'm sure that's gonna, as a competitor, that's it kind of doesn't sit as well with you, knowing you didn't beat maybe the best.
yeah, I mean, if she gets a gold medal, I mean, she's happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this women's eight's going to be a really
Mate, the
exciting
heat
event.
people
yeah.
are at it again. So
Yeah.
heat 3, right?
people.
Sure, there's some world-class athletes in here, absolutely. Nobody within the world's top 15 is in this heat.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to go to a heat 4, world number 1, world number 5, world number 8, world number 12, world number 13.
So how
All in
do
one
that?
heat.
That does.
So
doesn't
how the
make
fuck does that happen?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't understand that. I don't even understand that at all. So 3 go through automatically, and they're like, you know what? Let's put 6 of the best in there.
Yeah.
Let's
Fuck
throw 'em
it.
in there.
Oh, heat 3?
Make it a
Whatever
bloodbath.
you guys want. But heat 4, let's make it hard. Like, it's Keely Hodgkinson, Nia Akins, Tracy of Jamaica, Bissett of Australia, and Yarago, the African. There's literally nearly everyone in this field has run faster than 158. So I don't understand how they've seeded this at all. That's crazy.
Wow.
What a heat.
What a
Yeah.
heat.
Because you want to avoid the repechage. 3 of these women are going to the
Yeah.
repechage.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
3 of them aren't avoiding the repechage.
That is,
No, it will be
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
thrust upon them.
but yeah, heat 4, one to watch without a doubt. Mora gets a pretty good heat. Heat 5, Daguma of Ethiopia, Caldwell of Australia, probably the other 2 to watch out for in that. And then similarly, the rest of them, like there's the last heat. I never know how to pronounce her last name. Is it Guli Toppin, the Jamaican, 155?
That sounds right.
Her lifetime best, 56 this year. Also, you get your American Allie Wilson. She's in
Yeah.
the last
Yep.
heat as well, so she gets the benefit of that. And then Australia's Claudia Hollingsworth, only 18. A lot of heats,
a lot of heats.
6 heats, but
Is
it'll be good.
being in the last heat, do you think as beneficial or not, given the repechage rounds?
No, it's
There's
not.
no
It's
benefit.
completely out the window.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter at
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Because typically
Yeah.
you'd want to be to see
No
where
times.
the times
There's
are.
no times.
so
Yeah,
you're
so
not-
it really doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you're not like flooring it now to try and get 6 through the heat. It's like, it doesn't matter what you women do. There's only 3.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
the
just
first
you
distance
just gotta
event of the
race.
night. It goes women's 8 and then
Nah, so
It's
women's
gonna-
5 is before.
We
women's
did it
5 starts,
backwards.
okay,
So
yeah.
5, yeah. Let's check out the 5. I know
Yeah, let me get this.
we've got some.
Let me
And
get
that's a
this up.
prelim, right? So that's a heat.
This is a prelim.
Yep.
Yep. So first 8 go through to the final. That's it.
so no time.
No
from
time,
this.
no
Yeah.
repechage. Top 8.
How many
that's
heats?
it. 2.
2 heats.
So 16
Top
woman
8.
final. Yeah, they're clearly not the same heat guys, mate.
Once again, these
Pretty even on this
these
one.
aren't bad.
Yeah.
These are pretty
the
good.
zigging and the zagging, right?
Yeah, Segei's going to go off in the first heat. She's also got Tay, the Ethiopian 1-2 punch. Elise Cranny, the American, in there as well. Kip Yegon, Faith in
First
there
heat?
too. Safan Hassan is in there
Wow.
too.
Stacked.
This is in the
Stacked.
first heat. And then Chibet in heat number 2. Issa in heat number 2. Who else is in? You know what? Now that I look at it, heat number 1's pretty fucked.
yeah.
So maybe the same guy did do these 2 heats.
Yeah.
I just
They threw
like-
darts. I don't know what they did.
Anyway, you guys can do you
Yeah,
want to
that,
send this around?
that's
or-
gonna. That's,
Yeah,
that's,
can you
that's
send in the chat?
interesting. I'm
Sure.
excited to see the first Safan Hassan race.
Oh my God, the
First
Tour de
event.
France.
Excited to see how she looks.
Gosh, what do we?
Um,
I think that's a great one to bet on. Like Safan Hassan is going to be the one that we need to take some bets, and I just think there's so much to work with there. I
Yeah.
think.
or what do you want to bet?
That's what I'm talking about. Is not only I
What are
think
you betting?
this is what we need to chat about. I just know there's opportunity. I don't know
You just
what
know
to
you
bet.
want to bet. So
I
you just want to
wanna
start
gamble.
betting. Yeah.
I just want to
I'm just-
gamble
I'm
whatever
just
it
itchy
is.
palms over
I'll
here.
bet,
I don't know
bet,
what, but I
I'll bet
gotta
anything on anyone.
Yeah.
Let's start talking to
Let's start looking over the balcony, Vince.
Well, what do we
Bet
think
that
about the
guy.
order? Because it's right 5K, 10K marathon. How do we think that's going to
5K,
suit
10K marathon.
How do we think that's going to suit her strengths? Because to me, I thought the marathon would be the shoe. And I mean, if this was reverse, I think we could potentially see her not doing an event like the 5K if the marathon was first. But because of the order of this, to me, it's the order of which she shouldn't do. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you would want it the other way.
I would want the marathon first because to me,
Wow.
that's like a
Oh, I think
knock it
that's-
out.
I feel like if
I
she does the
think-
marathon first, though, then she's completely fucked for the
Yeah.
others. You don't reckon?
Yeah, but I think then I think there would be a chance she drops out of the 5K.
Oh, so you're saying
I think two
give yourself
golds-
every chance to
Yeah.
win the marathon.
Exactly.
And then don't do one of the three.
I think
Oh, I
the
disagree.
marathon first gets a better chance of gold.
Yeah.
See, I have this. I'm of the not the opposite belief, but I almost think that like she's gonna be total, but she's gonna like warm into the marathon, like continuously step up, and then by the time you get to the marathon, it's like I'm gonna throw everything.
Well,
at
what do
this
you
now.
think's
Like,
more
what's my
impressive?
body-
Like like what if she got 3 medals? Like would
I
you?
think it's more impressive to 3 medal across the board.
Opposed to one
necessarily
gold?
have one
Yeah.
gold.
Oh.
Like if she went
That's
like
a good- no, it's
silver,
a- yeah.
bronze, that's amazing.
That's
Whereas if
amazing.
you go gold, 10th, 5th.
Yeah, well,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think it's like a difference of like opinion in the sense because it's
Yeah.
like if you're gonna ask like a random person in the public,
Gold.
they'll be like, oh, I want it's like get a gold medal at all costs. Like
Yeah.
don't like who cares about
Yeah,
getting
What's
the
3
payday look like?
Who's getting
Yeah.
3
Also.
bronzes?
Yeah, what are you
like no one
making?
cares
Yeah.
about that. But like in terms of like the actual athletic achievement, if you were to be able to medal in the 5K, 10K, and marathon,
Wild.
like in this day and age, with
Yeah.
where like it's not even close to.
That should get a gold
So if
medal.
she would have medaled
I mean,
in all
it's
three,
worth multiple gold medals,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like no one's ever like. It's just so fun to even that she's even attempting it. People aren't doing this.
yeah.
It's like a grand
Um,
slam almost.
It's so
like
cool.
she's making her
Well, I mean,
own
we'll see
grand
how
slam.
Yeah,
we'll see how it
literally.
plays out for her. Like she hasn't raced yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really cool to see her pushing the boundaries.
Right.
And something that people aren't doing right now.
Right. So we'll get a taste of that tonight. That was heat 1, right?
That was
Yeah.
heat 1. So heat 1 will pop off. Bloody don't blink, you'll miss it. And then, yeah, heat 2 equally busy, but I would say heat 1's a lot more loaded. But like I said, it's going to be first 8 through, and they're very large heats.
Yeah.
I don't have a number names in terms of exactly how many they are. But
So
there's
Elise,
gotta be
so
like
Elise is the
18.
only American in
So
the first
Elise-
heat.
Yep, Elise in the first heat, and I actually think Schweizer's in there too. She is.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Cranny
Yep.
and Schweizer both in there, which is great, and then Whitney Morgan, the sole American in
In
heat,
heat,
number 2.
heat number 2.
Wow.
Great story of her getting to the games as well. Like was 5th at your trials, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
and had to
got
have
through.
multiple things happen,
multiple
right?
things fall exactly her
Ellie
way.
had to decide not to run it. And then also Parker Valby, right? Had
Yeah.
to decide not to run it.
Well, did
Valby was
Valby
10.
would Valby have qualified?
I don't know if she would have got in on quota,
Yeah.
but she was close from memory when we were doing
Yeah.
all the
I remember.
points
I
and-
remember when we were, when it was
When
when
math
we were at
time.
the trials.
Yeah.
Like she was very close. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
if
I
she
don't.
got
I
in or
think
not.
she was on the line. Maybe
Yeah.
she was in. I'm not sure, but
But still 2 people ahead of you that could have earned it
Yeah.
to drop out. I mean, that's pretty special to still be able to punch your ticket like that.
oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the conditions will cool. This
Yeah. Is it,
evening.
yeah. How's it looking for? I mean, it's warm, but I mean,
The
I
breeze-
assume like when did they go off? About
they're at about
like
7
o'clock tonight.
Yeah,
So it's
7
like
o'clock.
the sun
Or
will
maybe
dip down a
6 or
bit.
7, one of the two. So it's only in a few hours' time.
Do you think they're going to have the aid stations on the track for,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
They
it's
would
more
have to
5K
for the
and
5.
10K?
Oh,
10K
absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
5K.
I think they will for the 5.
I could see them having. it
I'd
for
be
the
surprised
5.
if they didn't.
It's always the aid stations are always an interesting move. You see like who's going out for the
Yeah.
water. Like I remember
Sometimes
like
it looks tactical.
Yeah.
like I remember like Jakob went out for a bit like when he
Is that in Eugene?
I don't know where it was. It must have been Eugene.
Yeah.
But it was like he
Yeah.
was getting a water every lap. It was a power move.
Not
Okay.
for the well, it was a
Good
different.
for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. It was
Yeah,
cool.
Must be fucking nice.
Yeah. No, it was all.
You guys
It's all.
got to pass
It's
out.
always
It's in lane.
interesting to
It's
see
in
who
lane
gets the
8. Like
water.
he's
Yeah.
going all the way
He's
out.
like,
Yeah.
oh, you got a bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran a full mile
Yeah,
in
someone
that
want to chuck me that
1500.
bottle of water. Nah, it'll be.
But
it'll
yeah,
be-
I think the conditions will be good, and
Yeah.
like these athletes to at least like the American trials have always been hot. Like it's really hot in Eugene. Like
Yeah.
usually like the final is in the middle of the day. They're ready for it.
Yeah.
They're used to these type of conditions.
You think you'll get 3 Americans through?
I think it'd be. I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't know necessarily how the races are going to go. You hope like you can at least get a couple.
Yeah.
Elise and Carissa have they've
Yeah.
look like they're coming around at the right time.
peaking.
Yeah.
They're peaking well. They look great at the trials, and so I think
Yeah.
and with, like these races are fast. They tend to be fast at this level. Like
Yeah.
even the prelims, like it's going to be a fast race, which usually does bode well for them. They both are fast,
Right.
run well,
Right, and
in
former
these type of
teammates.
races.
So I think them being in the same heat is
Yeah.
is a competitive advantage. I
Like,
do.
Yeah.
you don't know how necessarily like Faith Kipyegon has the 15 to think about. Like
Yeah.
it's not like going to be let me go for
Let me push the
go
pace.
for everything I've got right now.
Yeah.
But it's still even with not going for broke, like these prelims are going to be
Right.
quick.
Yeah.
And it's Elisa's only event. Carissa has the 10K, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes.
it's like I would imagine it's like okay, I'm giving it. It's not like you're gonna save. It's like you're not thinking, let me save something for the 10K
Mm-hmm.
today. It's like I'm gonna do whatever I can to make it into that final. Worry about the races as they come.
Yeah.
But I think both of those athletes have a really good shot to make it through. I would expect them to make it through. They're just that's how good they are. And then it's kind of different. Like with Whitney Morgan.
Yeah.
I would assume she's like, look, I'm now in Paris. I've made it to Paris. Like I want to make it to that final. Like I'm gonna I'm gonna race this like it's the final. Give it
Right.
100%. And because if she doesn't do that, she's not making it in.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like
Valid.
magic can happen too
course.
when people didn't expect to be somewhere and then you get like that second wind. You know what I mean? Like she
Yeah.
got that call, from her coach. I think that was so amazing.
That was
It
a cool video. I think
such a cool
you guys
video.
shared it. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, to be able to get that, I think it's just it's like a revival, a repechage, if you will.
Oh,
Wow, nice.
And
Call
who
back.
knows?
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
have a repechage round, thankfully.
They do
that
not,
would be
no.
brutal.
8
Yeah.
in. That's it. Well, they did it World Champs last year. No
Yeah.
little cues, just big cues only.
Interesting.
Which I kind of like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is interesting, and it also I think it is a bit more.
Cutthroat.
It's cutthroat, but it's also more fair in these events where it's shit like you just get such a in like the 5K.
Yeah.
It's like if you're first heat, you have just such a big advantage. If you're in the second heat, you see what the first heat has run,
drag.
and you just like I just need to run faster than that, and then all the time qualifiers usually come out of that.
Yeah.
So I think it does make it more fair.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
But
think
also it is fun to see. I think just the little cues do add some. It is kind of
little
fun to
element to
see
it.
like the
Yeah.
little bit of fast races and see people battling out for like the little cues. But it's also probably it's gonna be fun watching these repechage rounds tomorrow.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
It'll be epic.
Little Q, big Q. That was a
Yep.
fun little terminology that
Big Q.
you've
Yeah.
seen, but I've
Yep.
never really used. But the big Qs are the autos, and then the little
Little
Qs are
Qs
the times. Which little cuties,
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
Get on through.
Get on through. Mitch, are we boring you?
No, I've just
Yes.
been a long morning.
Huh, jeez.
Yeah.
You have been to the stadium.
I need
You're-
another
you're
coffee.
not.
I need a
You
really,
woke up early.
really, really
We did a run.
bad
Mac,
European coffee.
Chris, Jacob, and I had a fun little run this morning. We saw you on your way to the meeting.
Yep.
It's been super fun running around here. I mean, it's a little busy. There's road closures, but the running's been pretty
Eric
great.
wasn't at the run?
Where was I?
Was Eric not at the run? I don't think Eric was
Huh.
there.
Everyone's stepping over me into my bedroom. I'm like, hey, knock much? Yeah.
Where are you
Don't like
sleeping?
that.
On that couch?
So there's a right out of frame. There's a pull-up mattress.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Not trying to brag. It's a queen. yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm
got
rolling
twin
around.
beds
I'm
over-
rolling around on that
Got
thing.
Yeah.
space to burn.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a lot of
loud.
space.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like
It comes at a
that's
cost.
the only problem
queen
is
with a cost.
like if you move around a bunch,
No.
it's squeaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an air mattress?
It's an air mattress.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. It's getting worse. You sort of stopped at queen. It just kept getting worse. It's loud. It's
Right.
squeaky.
It's great.
It's loud in the kitchen.
Anyway, yeah. So to get to the run, people are like stepping over me.
Right,
And I'm
right.
like, okay, like
You
this,
were
this is my
awoken.
room. Okay, like find
felt
a new way.
violated.
It was past 7 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
So
we do
you
have to figure out
transitioned
like
into the kitchen.
when. So my room it starts at 10 p.m.
I think 10 p.m. It's
To 10 to 7?
10 to
Is that-
7
is
is
that
your
the-
room.
10
I think
to-
that's
or
fair.
close
You can-
hours?
You know what? You can kick it out to 7:30 if you want.
Sure, definitely.
I'll
You
take
say
you up on
less.
that offer.
Hell yeah, I'll take that. You
I'll
kidding?
take that.
10 to 7:30.
1, 2, 3.
Sure.
You get 8
Those
and a
are your
half
closed
hours.
hours?
That's a
Solid,
work
yeah.
day.
Don't come down unless you want to be in my room.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then whatever goes,
Whatever goes.
that's your
my
room.
rule.
That's your
You
room.
honestly at that point sleep in the bathroom. For this bathroom is like a bookcase that opens up, and
Yeah,
it's like
it's
a
pretty
sneaky
fancy.
little
pretty fancy.
den.
It's
You could sleep in there. It's pretty
you
quiet.
sleep in there, Kerr. Yeah.
Caitlin, how's our Airbnb over there? Caitlin, yeah. I think nonverbal is the response.
Don't you have a gym?
We thought we had a gym, but then Justin contacted the host and they were like, well, you got to let us know an hour before. And then they were like, but then also there's a key, and then someone's got to give you the key. So it was like over the river and through the woods.
They're
to
like,
get-
we don't. There is a gym,
Yeah.
yes, but
Yeah.
we don't
We don't want you-
Actively,
Yeah.
I would rather you not.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
is it a test? Do they want
You
to know?
American?
They're like,
who-
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
American.
you're American?
Right.
Like,
I-
you sure
Yeah,
you want
that's
to
gonna
use
be
the
hard.
gym?
He
That's
was
gonna be
like,
really
"Where's the
hard."
gym?"
Yeah.
That's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
You're probably not
I
gonna
thought it
do-
was a
you can't
test.
use it actually.
You're
come
not
to think of
using it.
I want to
Yeah.
get some pull-ups in. I
Yeah.
wanted to try.
There's a
I'm
beam
trying.
there.
Oh, have you found a pull-up?
There is a beam that you can hang
it-
from. It's not quite like. I would like there to be a bar.
Okay.
I had a good setup in Eugene.
It's
Great setup.
Great setup. We were working out like crazy. It was fun. I haven't found the bar. I was even walking around today looking for like a playground with monkey bars and stuff.
you and the kids, you and the French school kids, just
There's
out
like
there.
there's like some,
Eric's just
there's like
cranking
there's like
Hey,
a
can we get
beautiful
that
young
guy out of the playground?
There's a nice young
Why is he
family
shirt off?
doing
Yeah.
the monkey bars with their kids.
You
I'm like,
can do
I'm
it.
like,
Eric's
how
like,
long
"Get
is this
away."
kid gonna
Yeah.
do the monkey bars?
Eric's
can't
in
Get
line-
him out of
Every
here.
piece of equipment. All right.
They're in line to do the Eric's in line
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is really fun.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm like,
Stop
I wanna
skipping
go.
the bars.
I want to go again.
Oh my god, they're
I want to do pull-ups.
All right,
Yeah.
let's talk. Oh wait,
Let's
we're
talk
not even
10K.
done
Last one,
talking
10K.
track.
We're
Yeah.
not done talking track.
Holy
Finish
shit.
it up with
Shit.
we've got the men's 10K final, the only final today. That's so exciting. No heats, thank God.
Can Grant Fisher do it?
I think he can. Do what?
Go on.
Medal?
I'm
Win?
like, wait, what? Yeah, Can
All
Grant
right.
Fisher
Find
medal?
love?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he can do it. I think he's gonna do it. I think Grant Fisher's gonna medal.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll say it. I
Say
don't give a
it.
shit.
You've,
He'll get a medal.
No one's
say
challenging
it.
you.
What are
Yeah.
you no, this is the
Grant-
final, so we can play some bets here, fellas.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, we can get
you
the
wanna
bets
bet?
Come on,
going.
drop
Yeah.
Okay.
it down.
I don't want to bet like against Grant, but I want to bet. So
Okay, then you're betting against Grant.
against-
Yeah, it
betting
sounds like
against
you're
Yeah.
betting
Okay, so you think
against
he'll come
Grant.
what? You don't think he'll medal?
I'm not. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna give you a place.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
that's
just gonna
too
say
specific.
he's just out of the medals. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But
That's no,
I'm
it's
happy,
fine. Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm happy to lose this bet
Yes.
because I do like Grant.
This is the thing with the
But I'm
prediction
obviously
with
gonna
the,
take
with
it.
the predictions.
I'm obviously gonna take
it is like the predictions do
it's
get.
like, I don't wish bad
Yeah.
on you.
Right.
I have to make a prediction though. That's life. Not
Yeah.
everyone can medal. You know.
You got to.
We had Emma Coburn
Yeah.
on the show, and she was like, "Look, whatever you do, I'll answer any question,
But I'm not
but I'm
predicting.
not doing predictions.
Yeah.
Don't ask me predictions." And Chris is like,
Well,
"I
So
want
you got it.
I want
Yeah.
your top three.
There you go.
he just threw his notebook
'Cause
off
it
the
is-
tower.
it is
Chris
annoying.
trying to get us to like gang up on. He was like he was teeing off on someone. And
Was
we were
he?
like, don't group us in with that.
You just
Oh,
gotta
yeah, I don't
reframe
know.
it. You
What?
gotta reframe the question and then
He
get her to
wants
say
predictions
it.
at
I was
all
like, shit.
costs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because
well,
it
I'll
is
take
annoying
that,
to do
yeah.
the predictions and
I mean,
like,
I'll take
be
that
like,
bet. Yeah, and then you got to see him in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
And you're like, look,
Right.
because
Hey,
there's
did you
so
see
many
that?
good
Did you see that
athletes,
interview? I didn't
great
mean that.
athletes who are deserving of medals and all this
Right.
stuff and deserve to do great things. So it's like, I don't like, yeah, of course you would want to pick everyone if you can,
Right.
but you can't.
Yeah.
And they're for fun. I think the betting should also be fun. Like we're not betting the house on the ponies here.
Yeah.
I think we got to make it interesting. I think we got to make it exciting. That's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to win the lottery, right?
Well, I'd love to.
Mitch has got his life
yeah, no,
savings.
yeah,
If
no,
that
we're
came
not
up, I
betting
would
$1
love to win
billion.
that. That would
Yeah,
make
no,
me
we'll
feel
bet,
great.
we'll
Right.
bet just like a cheeky shoey,
Cheeky shoey?
a little
Wait,
Zamboni
can I
on the
ask a really
streets of
quick question
Paris.
about the Shouey? Do you take the insert out?
No, we've been over this, Karen. This the
If
insert
we did,
it stays
I think
in.
I've been
The
thinking about
whole
this.
thing stays
Can I
in.
can I
No.
take the insert out?
Absolutely not.
In fact, it's
Absolutely
frowned
not.
upon.
Yeah.
In fact, I would be offended if you did that.
Yeah,
Can it be a
we're
new shoe?
adding inserts
I'm
into
trying
your
to. you're-
shoes.
I'm trying to allow
Yeah.
you into
You
the
have to-
culture
you
of
have to do-
Australia.
Which insert?
Yeah,
And you
no,
just
no.
wanna
We put
piss all over
me
it.
and Mitch's inserts into
No,
your shoes for the
I don't
shoey.
want
I'm
your
barefoot.
inserts.
Technically, we should be,
Fucked up. Yeah.
we should be pouring
You're doing it.
out of one shoe into another shoe
Oh,
like a
God.
A
fountain.
shoey waterfall.
Yeah,
Aren't
and
you
then
are
you're out of the
barefoot?
bottom
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I was barefoot all trials and did 2 shoeys back to
Are
back
you
in mine.
serious?
And that was impressive.
Mitch was impressed.
That
I
is-
said, what?
I
Mind
can
the tang,
smell it
Eric.
from
And then
here.
I finished one, and Eric's like, I didn't like that. wasn't happy with that one. I'm doing another
I
one.
did spoil- I spilled a lot
You
on
started
the first
craving
one.
them.
back to back
Yeah.
shoey. Like that is
Eric
like
started
seeing
like
the.
itching for
I had
them.
a taste.
It's like seeing a
was like,
Yeti.
I
and I was
get
like,
a
wow.
shoey.
I was
that
just
guy is
drinking
Australian.
regular drinks
Yeah.
like at a restaurant.
We went to
like,
a restaurant. He was like,
I just
"Can
drank
I
the
hey,
water out of the shoe.
Can I
It
get
was
this in
weird
a
when
shoe?
woke up in the morning and he was like milk and
He
shoe.
took his shoe.
Yeah.
Shoey.
I was like, okay.
There's not a dry shoe
It's
in
We
good
the
didn't talk about the
Airbnb.
shoey thing. It's for beers. It's exclusively for beers.
Oh,
beer only
I couldn't
thing.
do like a cider.
Oh, you
We'll
could.
make the rules up later.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's a
Yeah.
Is that
new
what the bet is?
Asics
Sorry, while we're
shoe.
talking about shoeys and betting and all that fun
We can
stuff.
we can figure
for
out the
average
bets.
weekend.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, we'll figure out what it needs to be.
If Grant doesn't medal,
Yeah.
I'll do
I'm-
a shoey to start off the evening show tonight.
Wow.
Over our balcony in the city of love,
With the language of love.
and with the language of
This
love.
is big
Okay.
talk.
Yeah.
Okay, if he doesn't medal,
He's-
You're
gonna do that. Okay.
So,
and then if he does medal, I'll do one with Mitch because he lost, and
You're
I'm just
gonna
a
do a
shoey
so
dog.
really, okay, cool.
I'm just itching to do one.
Just do a
so
shoey.
in no scenario
shit.
you don't do a shoe.
Who missed?
right?
So and
That's a good. Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah,
No, there's got to be a scenario in which I don't,
maybe if
but I
Gra-
can't see it.
Yeah, I can.
I don't see it not happening. I'll tell you
So
that.
if you've got Grant in the medals,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
misses? Who's
I don't
the
know.
other two medalists?
I don't know. I don't have the.
Give us a top 3 to 4.
Here you
Well,
go.
let's
Just give
let
us some
me.
names.
Okay, yeah.
Give us some
Yeah.
names.
Kincaid. Woody, damn it, I forgot.
Don't forget about Woody.
No, come
I am
on,
like
come on,
one
come
for
on,
one
come on,
on my
come on,
crazy
come on,
Woody
come on,
predictions.
come on.
For anyone that didn't remember, I predicted he was going to go out and lead.
Yeah, that
Not in
was
a way that I
black
thought it was
magic.
gonna
I think
happen.
Salomon Barrega is gonna get first or second, and I think probably Cheptegei.
Guy, gotta be.
Either Cheptegei. I think it's gonna be Cheptegei, Kiplimo, Barrega, and Grant fighting for those medals. I
Okay.
think those are the 4 guys who I think.
That's I do. Agree
You like
with
that? Yeah, you like
Yeah,
that.
I do like that.
You like that shit, huh?
All right,
It's,
that's enough.
Oh,
It
and
is.
Boys.
damn it! I forgot
That's enough.
Aragawi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot Aragawi.
Oh, no, you did.
That's why I don't like predictions. He will be up there too. Oh my
Okay.
god, I forgot Yomif Kajelcha.
Yeah. And you
It keeps
banged
getting
on about
worse.
it.
And
It's fucking 20 minutes in the podcast.
Oh,
You're like-
excuse me for banging on about Yomif Kajelcha.
Hey,
for a
Joja's
while.
pretty good. But Grant's getting the medal.
I think
and so is
Grant's
Cheptegei.
getting the medal.
I'm Grant's not good. no, I think he's getting it.
I would put something on Grant getting a medal.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
do a
I think
something
he
shoey
crazy.
goes
too.
close. I just think that final
No, I mean
600 to
you
800
start-
meter
you start-
wind up is
yeah.
going to be fucking hard.
You start listing these guys, and it's like Jesus, like
Because you got to
like,
make
this
a
is
case
so
for
good.
why they wouldn't be
Yeah.
in that medal
Yeah.
position. I mean, Grant went really. What did he come in Tokyo? He was top.
He was fifth.
Top
Yeah,
5.
he was
Yeah.
So
fifth.
it's not unrealistic.
That was
to
like kind of his
suggest he can
breakout
make it.
race.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was like his huge. Like
Yeah.
that was like, oh wow, he was fifth, but like you're with a lap to go, it's like
He
this
could
guy
do
can
this.
medal.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
right
He
there.
threw it down.
A bit of a gap had formed between that top 5.
It would
and
be
he
a
just got
very
outkicked.
popular medal if he can medal.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
and it would be
More, do you think more
wildly-
prestigious than the 10K? Like, do people want a 5K gold medal over a 10K? Oh, sorry.
I don't-
Do you know what I'm saying? Reverse.
Yeah.
10K.
Do I think the 10K is more
Yes.
I don't know.
precise than the 5K? I don't know. I think like it's just like you look at this race and it's not necessarily like
maybe it works off depth of field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you like
Yeah.
he gets you get a medal in this field,
Then
like
that's
you're getting a medal in like
unbelievable.
it's
But what's great
unbelievable.
about this for Grant, because he's also doing the 5K as opposed to like, say Carissa, I think it's such an advantage to have the 10K first because it is just a final and you can knock that out. I mean, I suppose it just depends on your athlete's strengths, on what maybe you're stronger in. But yeah, to knock it out in a final and then be able to give 100% to the 5K for
Yeah,
him.
he's got a lot of time to recover. Like there's a lot of time in between
Yeah.
the 10 and the first round of the 5. So it's like
Yeah.
it's not. This is definitely but you would much prefer to do the 10 first.
Yeah.
Like
Hearing from a lot of the athletes, fast track.
really.
That was a consistent
That's-
theme down in the mix zone, fast track. So, like, I don't know if there'll be a world record because the world record is ridiculous, but I do anticipate it'll be quick.
The men's 10K world
do you know
record?
what it
Yeah,
is?
no.
Yeah, I don't think that's
yeah.
That's not.
I wonder
touching.
how quick. I wonder
I
if-
do know what it
What
is.
is
It's
it?
26:11,
26:11.
and the world record holder is in the event. Granted,
What's his season's best? Do we
I
know?
think like the
I don't know if
fastest
Chep
year
the
is, like
guy's
26:30.
Has he run one this year? I don't think he has. I don't think he's run a 10K
Huh.
yet in
Interesting.
2024. But I guess when you're the world record
The
holder,
Ethiopians, I'll tell you, look great.
yeah, they look good.
Like
And
Kajelka
they've been
looks
moving
great.
around.
Yeah.
Brega, we were like, has Brega raced this year? Like, oh yeah, he has. He
Yeah.
just ran 26:30.
He
So
looks phenomenal.
he looks phenomenal. Anytime the guy runs, he looks good.
Yeah,
Anytime.
And
which is to the point of like how difficult it would
Would be
for
to medal,
Grant
yeah.
to get a medal in this.
but I mean, he just like he looked that 3K. We talked
Yeah.
about it a bit on the distance pod. Like 7:27, closing in like 54. Last 200 was 25. Like
Yeah.
he's peaking at the right time.
it makes me
Right.
think his better chance is in this 10K final than it is in that.
Oh,
5K
I think so.
final.
I think he's
Yeah.
definitely better suited for the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if it does have to close. I mean, to have that 3K strength, that's not everyone in this field doesn't have that 3K strength that he has.
Everyone doesn't have under sub 7:30 in them.
Yeah.
No, but the top end
They all
have it.
yeah. If you're gonna
But
medal,
all around
yeah.
the same marker. So if like it'll come down to that final. I mean, I don't know who will be pulling. Probably
Yeah.
the East Africans will have some form of
Yeah.
structure or strategy. Ethiopians always tend to, like you said. But
Something.
once it gets to those later stages where it's strung out, the pace is starting to lift and
Yeah.
starting to increase. It stops going from a pack. It becomes a train of bodies on the rail. It'll come down to like how close Grant is towards the front when that move is made. 'Cause if he's caught in the middle, it's going to be so hard to make up significant distance once that pace and tempo starts to lift.
Right.
But he's a really smart tactical
Yeah.
racer. So
Yeah,
That's
he's
why-
always at the right place.
Yeah.
Like he's just beat out by because it's guys who are, some of the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite moment on the track, and we see this obviously at the championship races, is when someone like Grant, level of talent, is in the pack and it starts to break away, and there's a decision. Right, you have to you get to watch in real time a dominant force, like one of the best ever in their event, have to be in such pain and just like such a difficult position and make a choice to go with the pack. And that moment to me gives me chills. Like I just love when you see someone like that have to get after it so publicly and on such a stage that is global, and there's a risk of like a huge downfall. So I hope he's in that. I want to bet something kind of crazy for Woody. I feel like I did this last time that he was going to do something.
Yeah,
I want to
I
bet
mean-
on him, whether it's like a fast last lap.
You
a
nailed
fast
the
last
Woody
whatever.
prediction
I mean,
actually last time.
I don't say I gotta.
Yeah.
you to a T. It was kind of creepy.
It was. It
Oh,
was like
that's creepy.
I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether you had
Yeah.
a conversation with Woody or
No, no,
what the
no.
fuck was going on, but I was like, I've never
Yeah.
seen him do that.
Yeah, like
But-
yeah.
Not one time I've
Yeah.
ever seen him do that.
I was
That's
just
weird.
glad it wasn't balanced out by
It was
how
great.
wrong I was
it
on so
awesome.
many other things.
Yeah, I was like, that was awesome. I was
But
creeped
yeah,
out.
what's your Woody bet?
Yeah.
Well, I know he's got the speed right. I know it's usually like he'll close hard. Maybe a fast last mile. I don't know if we
What's
can
the
time
stakes?
it. What are the stakes? Oh, I don't want to do
Well, what's the
Shouey.
bet? A fast last mile?
Yeah, and what's
What
it going to
deems
be?
a
Is it going to
fast
be
last
Okay.
mile? Sub 4?
sub 4?
Yeah, I better run.
I would say if Woody
Better.
wins a last
55?
sub 4 last mile, I'll do a Zamboni on a surface here.
If he does?
Yes.
Holy
It's just-
shit, yes.
If
I'll
he
take that
does,
bet.
oh my god.
And if he doesn't, Eric and I have to
You have to do extra shoeys. Eric's so excited.
deal.
Done.
That is a great deal.
You kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Win-win.
I would have done that anyway. Yeah.
No.
It's gonna be
Okay,
a hell
deal.
of a- It's gonna be a hell of a
do
night.
we have to shake
Wait,
on
so
it, fellas?
if Woody doesn't run a sub 4,
We have to Shouey, but if he does, Karen does a Zamboni.
oh, so you're looking to
Yeah.
you're looking to
you want a
Boney.
Zamboni.
Yeah.
Oh, you
If
want
he does.
You want
If
a
he
Boney?
does, if he does go sub 4, you have to do a Zamboni.
No.
That's what you said.
No.
Run the
if
tape
he
back.
does
That-
do
run
it,
the tape back.
I
That's
don't
what you
do
said.
A Zamboni.
Oh no.
No, that's a bad deal. I don't like that deal.
The other deal is crazy because of
That
course
was
it's
your
going
deal.
to be.
That was your
You
deal. That's
said
why
that.
that's
You
why-
initially run the tape back,
Oh,
and that's exactly
shoot.
what
But
it says.
also now
I
like a
confused
sub
myself.
4 last mile, it's not crazy anymore. It used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be like.
That's why I like
I'm
the
betting
deal.
That's why
a
I thought it was a
Zamboni
good.
on that. So if he doesn't do that, then I do the Zamboni. I think I'm phrasing it wrong.
I think you are. Yeah.
But-
So we're back to.
We're back to if he breaks up
I'm like,
4, Eric
Karen-
and I are doing more Shoeys.
You know what? Fine.
What the hell's
you know what?
going
Fine.
on?
I picked the surface though. I get to pick the surface.
You did say this floor.
Whoa. That was not on the tape. I didn't say that. I said I picked
this
the
floor
surface.
is
I said
Jacob's
surface.
bedroom.
Yeah. I don't. The disrespect.
From 10 to 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bedroom out.
What time are we gonna be
Fine,
here?
That's the bedroom
be
hour.
after
My bed's
10.
soaked.
Yeah. I'm doing.
Jacob's
it
like, I'm trying to fucking
I'm
sleep.
trying
And
to sleep
Karen's
here.
Like,
and
yeah, this will
Karen's
take
like,
2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to slurp
Yeah.
a beer up off the
Jacob,
floor.
look,
It's
I
like,
lost a
on the
bet.
sheet. It's like, can you do that on the floor, maybe?
I'm gonna do one
It's like, look,
Zamboni
you're
and
in the way.
pass
I
out.
made a deal. I have to do this.
This
You're
is
in
gonna be
Zamboni
Get your-
land.
You're in Zamboni. Welcome to
Zamboni zone.
Canada,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
The
You're in
Zamboni
the-
zone.
Yeah.
France?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
mate.
you're on the ice, Jacob.
Yeah. Fuck
All
up,
right.
brother.
Yeah, pluck up. I like that. Nice man.
Well, we've got
Thanks,
so
mate.
much excitement coming at you today, guys. It's incredible. A final. I can't believe we got a final on the first day of the games, the big dance in France here. We're so excited. We're going to be coming at you every single morning with more track and field coverage here in Paris.
Yes.
And hopefully these berets withstand the test of time here. And no
Wait,
one
we're
does
wearing them every day?
every day, Mitch. See, I just did it.
Was that not on purpose?
It was.
I'm like, oh my God.
It was. I tried to end it. Well, it's an inside joke, so we can't. We don't want to spoil it. Anyway, we're so excited. We're gonna wear these every single day, right? And
Yes.
I hope
don't
you
like
guys tune
that.
in.
You know what? You know what? The last thing we promised each other we'd wear every single day.
Oh, great.
Oh
Seems to be one
no!
missing.
Show it off.
Interesting.
Show it off.
So I've been wearing this around all month, thinking like, you know what? It feels
Here
nice.
we
That's
go.
why I'm really not
Nice to
addressing
know-
you,
Here
Eric.
we
It feels
go.
nice to
This
know-
is why I'm
it
not
feels
addressing
really nice
Eric
to
by
know
name.
That, hey, look, it's starting to wear and tear. It's starting to wind down. But I know that my friends, Karen and Eric, are wearing the same thing. It's a
Matt,
beautiful
cut the feed.
trio thing.
We
and then I
knew.
get to Paris.
You would even go hold your heart, right? Like
And-
you would hold it up, and you'd be like, I
No,
feel
I was
it.
just like, I wonder if they're thinking about me.
Yeah.
And
I
it
got
turns
stripped-
out Eric got to the fucking airport and went like, huh, done with that 10 days.
He threw
Hey,
it.
I hope I don't see those dickheads
No,
again.
I wanted to
Oh,
keep
they're
it
in
on
Paris?
bad. I had
Oh,
a
great.
TSA mishap. Got
You got it
stripped
confiscated?
down. Got confiscated. Everything confiscated.
Everything confiscated.
Everything. Couldn't, like, they were like, everything
Everything.
off. And I got, like, I'm down, right? I'm in my
Yeah.
underwear.
Hey,
Everything
they-
off.
I can take everything off but this
They
wrist
said
I
just
go,
the bracelet.
Sorry.
I go, can I leave this on? They go, is it everything? Take it off.
I
you
want
were-
to pan to the guy who was like,
so
I
there
just
was
said.
a situation in Eugene Airport where you walked through TSA naked.
No. I had to get naked in another room, completely stripped. I would have loved to keep the bracelet on me,
Yeah,
obviously.
you
So
were
they gave you
butt
every bit
naked.
of clothing back.
Everything
but
back.
The bracelet.
The guy was like, this is nice. I'm going to hold on to this. Yeah. I go, man, at this
Jeez.
point, I'm rattled. I'm like, just
let me on the
just
plane.
I want to
let me
pan
on
to
the
the
plane.
security guy who was like, man, I just said stand over there, and he stripped down naked.
like,
Like,
all
I
right.
didn't-
I'll get naked. Okay, fine.
Anyway.
Look, obviously, I didn't have it. I got the bracelet at my house. I just took it off and forgot.
Buckley's
He
chances
forgot.
at your house.
And he doesn't care as much
Thing is
as we
gone.
do.
Thing is
Eric
in the-
doesn't care.
Thing is in the rivers of Eugene.
End the show,
Oh,
Karen.
We're gonna end it. We're gonna end it here. On that note, but I hope the Braves do make the test of time. We're gonna learn the apple dance for you guys. I know you want it. This has been Karen, Mitch, and Eric on the morning show. Au revoir.
Sick, man.
Over and out.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
See ya. Sick. Is this one?